This is Olga and you're watching KIPP Student News.
The CST. We all knew this day was coming no matter how much we wanted it to come or go. It is time. And you know what that means? It is time to show what you know. First up, we have Riley with this story on KSN's idea of healthy food choices.
Welcome to KSN. Did you know before a test it is good to eat a lot of protein? Some foods with the amount of protein needed are eggs, yogurt, or nuts. Spicy or fried foods should be ignored because it can cause discomfort in the stomach. Tests taken in the afternoon are even more difficult because this is generally when the body seeks rest. This is another reason why it's very important for students to eat a balanced meal with protein. Fruits may help too, such as bananas or apples. Try to avoid hamburgers, pizza, rice, or anything of that kind. I hope that we here at KIPP Student News have helped you find your eating choices before a test. Now here's Jelani.
Thank you, Riley. Most people wake up early to study, but recent research has shown that studying at night is more effective. Teens and preteens remember material better after sleeping and worse after waking up early and reviewing it while they still haven't woken up. But not everyone is pro-night studying. Some argue that studying before you sleep could take up too much time and leave the student sleep deprived. A simple solution to this is to start early. Turn off the TV and begin studying around 7 so you can get a full night of sleep and be prepared for your CSTs. Now here's Donovan with the latest.
Thank you, Jelani. And now for the latest. Starting this week, KO will be dismissing at 3:45 p.m. Dismissal will run from 3:45 to 4:15 each afternoon, except for Fridays when we will continue to dismiss at 1 p.m. Today also marks the beginning of our new schedule. You will notice that some of our core classes are shorter and that your recess and lunchtime might be a little earlier. Finally, be ready to tackle your math and ELA CSTs this week. Work hard. And here's Naga with the question of the week.
Hi, my name is Nadia Artiaga, and this week has been mostly focused on killing the CST and practicing for it. So we came up with the question of the week, which is, how do you relieve stress? And here are some of our teachers and teammates telling us how they relieve stress.
I relieve stress by just laying down or playing with a tic-tac. I relieve stress by, I try not to get mad, that's how.
No. I relieve stress on anger by calming myself down and being happy again.
Because you always smile, huh, Brian?
Yep.
Sitting into hot water.
There are various ways that I relieve stress. Sometimes when I'm really stressed out, I just like to have a good conversation that's unrelated to the stressful topic with my friends. Other times I like to take a nice long walk somewhere, like the beach or outside, somewhere sunny and beautiful.
And now for this week's weather report. The Northeast as well as the Southeast can expect to experience sunny days to the minimum, but there will be times where showers may hit, so get your umbrellas ready. Furthermore, the Midwest will experience the same conditions with a few changes. The West will experience possibly high temperatures, but for sure the sun will come out, so it is a perfect time for outdoor activities. Continuing on, let's take a look at Southern California weather. Thanks to the nearby coast, we can just experience sunny days, so this is a perfect time for an outdoor day. That's your weather report. Make sure you destroy the CST, by the way. And now back to the studio.
Now we have a special story that is completely unrelated to the CST. It's a little extreme, but I know you will love it. Here's our very own head writer, Brenna.
What do you think of when you hear the phrase extreme sport? BMX? Skateboarding? Well, in Wales, they have their own extreme sport emerging that you probably haven't heard of. Extreme sheep herding is a sport in which people film groups of sheep being herded into different shapes. Then the footage is slightly animated to make an amazing video. They even put LED lights on them so that they can be more colorful and they can film them at night. This has become a serious hobby for some, including and especially the people at Boz Studios. The videos are wonderful to watch and hopefully extreme sheep herding will catch on.
Pulling an all-nighter does not work because learning requires work. First off, learning is a basic matter of forming memories according to Dr. Stickgold's experiment. His experiment said it takes more than 9 hours of sleep to be fully rested and ready for the next day. Less than half of the students at KAO get that much sleep. Overall, you should think about how much sleep you get regularly and how it will affect you on the CST. And here's a Corey with a story about food. I know how you all like to eat.
I know many of you have had your parents nag you about eating healthy and watching your diet. While this may be annoying, you may actually thank them later. A healthy diet does not only keep you in good physical shape, but it can also help you mentally. Studies show that the food you eat can affect how your brain works. Studies also show that those who eat healthier foods in school score higher than those who eat fatty foods. The food you eat is like gasoline and your brain is the car. If you put bad gas in your car, your gas will burn out faster, which will cause your car to break down. Foods like bananas, eggs, oat milk, and peanut butter would be very good for you to eat, especially before a big test like the CST. Well, I know I'll get my apron and make me a healthy breakfast before the CST.
I'm sure everyone wants to know what to do before a test. A test is very stressful for many people, and the only way to get de-stressed is by being prepared. The first rule of being prepared for a major test is to never wait until the last minute to study. Although you don't want to start too early, you want to start at just the right time and where you are able to retain the information for however long you have until the test. When you're working so hard studying, be sure to spend some of your extra time exercising. It is a great way to lose your extra nervous energy and to tighten those abs. Last but not least, review your notes. Try to get to school early so that you can get some last minute studying in. Remember, follow these steps and you'll be on track for destroying the CST. Back to the anchors in the studio.
Thank you for joining us today at KIPP Student News. We're taking the news of the world and bringing it to your classroom.
See you next week!
Various ways that are sort of.
Oh, what?
Let's stop.
Go!
You recording this?
I'm right here.
Turn it off.
It's him. I can't see you.
The CST. Oh.
How do I relieve stress? Well, when I can, I go to temple. By temple, I mean gym. So, it's a lot of hard work to keep all this goodness in such awesome shape. Right? It's great because I can get onto that treadmill and just run it out and just think to myself, oh man, that Nautica Artiaga worked with my last nerve. Woo! And then 20 minutes later, Nautica Artiaga, I'm done, I'm good. So, and then I throw the plates on, crank out sets of 50. That's pretty much how I do it.
Action.
Hi.